Good evening, my name is Lady Science. I will be talking about the article. So in the article, genetic-based methods for agriculture insect pests has been decided to help agriculture around the world. This is because of the genetic modification where they use sterile insect techniques for pest control, which help to reduce the agriculture pests by releasing mass rare sterile insects. So, as I mentioned, this technique of sterile is a pest control use method which reduces agriculture pest populations. For example, given in the article, one of the insects has been the Mediterranean fruit and Cerathitis capitata, which has been developed with lethality and only operates on females. And also there is another approach that they use is the transgenic crops, or they mention in the article. So to understand a little bit about the evidence regarding the genetic modification, they mentioned that as a result of the diamondback moth Tutela Cyclostella brassicas, which is a large pest, and because it's a large pest, therefore they become resistant to pesticide. So, and this pesticide, the amount of pesticide used, which cost the global economical tremendously a lot of money. So, one of the damage is for crops which are very familiar with the plant, damaged by this pest. So, therefore, advances in biology has been provided control options for this issue. So one of the approaches was using the BT, which is Bacillus thuringiensis. Is a biopesticide in the form of sprays. Genetically modified insecticidal crops express these BT toxins to protect the plant from target pests. So Van der Blank and Sarabrowski, they focus on the sterile resulting from the hybrid process between different species or different genetic strength. Also, there is another scientist, or Niplin, pursued the use of ionizing radiation to induce dominant lethal mutation causing fertility, in which chromosomes are damaged, and therefore eggs of the insect do not hatch because the genetic material is obviously damaged in parents. One of the examples they mention in the article is the engineer males carry two type of two copies of the genetic construct capital L, which is representative dominant lethal. The wild type allele W represent the absence of the engineered construct. And therefore all offspring of released males and biofemale inherited one copy of the dominant lethal allele, and those progeny are not viable. So based on the article, the objective is to protect crops from damage, and sterile insect methods are used remedially where resistance is widespread, and area-wide method known as sterile insect technique. So this technique has been successful protecting these crops. However, there has to be a sort of policy and regulation mentioned in the article for the genetic insect to control in order to ensure the wider biodiversity and human health is not affected by this genetic modification. So my personal opinion is that if there is enough attention in the regulatory aspect to enable the safetiness and appropriate application of these biological strategies, which based on the evidence in the article has provided agriculture and socioeconomic benefit in this issue. For example, I was reading that one of the damages the crops such as cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and kale, which are very common plants, And if we can protect from any damage done by this devastating pest, so I believe it's necessary to implement these genetic-based strategies to help our food and also to provide protection to the agriculture um, field. Thank you so much, and see you next time.